Shukisha bei ya mafuta, shukisha. Shukisha bei ya unga, shukisha.
Punguza bei ya chakula. Punguza bei ya sala. Punguza bei ya sala.
On this day, we reflect on the welfare and dignity of workers here in Kenya and around the world. We ask what country this is that is so determined to kill its people through exploitative, oppressive economy that has turned Kenya into a country of 50 millionaires and 50 million beggars. That in 2022, under an elected government, children and infants are dying of hunger in Marsabit and Baringo. Millions more are facing drought around the country, and Kenyans of all walks of life are grappling with affording 1 meal a day. Yet, the intensive political capable shamelessly traverses the country campaigning and selling snake oil is, to say the least, repugnant. This country, under the Uhuru Ruto presidency, in the last 10 years has experienced a steady downward spiral of the quality of life of Kenyans, with the cost of living skyrocketing to unacceptable heights, with no increase in income and high levels of unemployment. It has become an extreme support surviving in Kenya, with the prices of the most basic food commodities like maize flour, milk, bread hiking with every down. Kenyans have continued to demand for the lowering of food prices, asking the government to introduce interventions to cushion citizens from the fluctuations. But instead, the government has, with a wrecking attitude, dismissed these calls and brazenly punished those that dare to question or protest the oppression, unleashing police terror on innocent Kenyans. The government, with reckless abandon, has continued to acquire loans that further burden the common mwananchi, yet they don't benefit from these loans as corrupt dealers loot and embezzle them, completely bleeding the country. We can no longer appeal to an ill-mannered government that is hell-bent on dignifying and killing its citizens. The projected growth in Kenya's GDP can only make sense if every household, especially those in the low-income and unemployed brackets, can afford decent meals throughout the day. The conversation on food prices is only symptomatic. The root cause of our wars as Kenyans is an incompetent, failed government that has no respect or regard for its citizens. As we are heading into an election, we unequivocally and with no fear of contradiction demand that real practical interventions are employed to ease the pressure on mwananchi, or we shall mobilize for the boycotting of elections with the same ease that ballot boxes find their way to even the most remote places. So should the effort of the government in reaching all Kenyans facing hunger and starvation. The government must to revise taxes on basic food commodities and subsidize prices.
Wengine wanakula nyama, sisi tunakula mifupa.
Tunalala njaa.
Wengine wanakula minofu, sisi tunakula kichwa na shingo na miguu.